Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Today I have an exciting little project to share with you guys. I know that if you've been watching YouTube, um, unless you've been on another planet of late, you have seen this wonderful new trendy little craze that we're all getting all caught up with. It's called the pocket page or the letter pocket pages. I'm not even sure of the exact name. I call them pocket pages. Um, I think they're wonderful. I think they're an awesome way for us to just express more art and more sharing and more love. And I'm all about the love and the sharing, guys. Anything that is pretty and I can create and it's fun and I can share it with others, I'm all for it. And it's my understanding that this all started with, I think it's either Jeanette or Janet Lane, and she was into pen paling, which I also was very, very much into. And the two, the scrapbooking community and the pen paling community, do have a lot of similarities. Way, way before I got into scrapbooking, when I was a pen pal, when I used to pen pal a lot, we used to, I mean, we didn't call them racks and we didn't call them Happy Mail, but we would always share stationery and stickers and pens and markers and tapes and all kinds of little goodies as well. So I can see where she came up with this. It's a wonderful idea and concept. And so I decided to create something with my diamond dies that I can use um, for my pocket pages. And I have recently been shopping and I was able to come across a great deal on some sequins. And I really wanted to play with my sequins as well as my diamond dice. So I decided to make some shaker ATC cards for your pocket pages. And I would also like to share how to put one together with you guys here. Hopefully I can do that for you guys. So let's get started. I'm going to have some diamond dice announcements at the end of this video, but for right now I just want to share my little project here with you guys and also share with you how you can make one of these as well. Now this is an AT size card, and for those of you who have not heard, an ATC card is an artist trading card. It is 2.5 by 3.5. It can be bigger, but this is the size that I am making today. I will be using my diamond dice nesting die sets. I will be using the smallest oval in the oval nesting set. I will also be using my sugar plum flowers, and I will be using these two sizes, which is the second smallest and the third smallest of the set. I'm also going to be using some sequins. I'm also going to be using these two word dies from Diamond Dies, which is Smile and Dream. You're going to need some ATC papers. I mean, some acetate. I am so sorry I said ACs. I cut them ATC size, but this is some acetate. And acetate is just the clear plastic sheets. I've cut them down to 2.5 by 3.5 ATC size. And you're also going to need some kind of either foam tape or foam adhesive. I still have a little bit of this left that my sweet dear friend New Crafter Bev has sent me and shared with me. So I will be using some of that. For my card, I actually used this foam sheet because I didn't want to waste my this tape here. I keep forgetting what this is called. The Scotch foam adhesive. I save these for my videos, and then for when I'm crafting off camera, I use the foam stuff because it's not as pretty, and it's a lot. It's I love it, but it's pretty hard to glue down. It takes a lot of times, and I'm trying to do this with um, keeping my time in mind. So let's get started. So, like I said, you're gonna. Oh, guys, another thing I wanted to tell you: these pocket cards, great way to use some scraps. The other night, I just decided to sit down and just start cutting a whole bunch of scraps that I had in my stash, ATC size. Another another nice way to share with some friends. You can pass them along, or you can make some and make some kits. Make 9 of them. Make some artist trading cards, and all they have to do is decorate them and put them in their pocket pages. So I took the smallest of the oval nesting set diamond dies and I centered it on my cardstock, and then I ran it through my Big Shots. Now I've already done that to save us a little time. So now I have 2 pieces of cardstock. Now I did take them and I taped them together with some washi tape only because I wanted both sides to be cut exactly the same, because I will be gluing these like so, so that they are see-through, and I didn't want them to be missized. So you're going to start by gluing these down. Now I do recommend to glue down the acetate that you use either score tape or red line tape or any of that I forgot the name of the one that they sell on this Scrapbook Pal. Scrappy tape, I think it's called. And let me tell you guys, I've bought the scrappy tape in place of the score tape. It works wonders. It works just as well. Great tape. I have no complaints. So you're going to basically just go and put the score tape. Now this is 1/4 of an inch. Oh, I'm sorry, this is 1/8 of an inch. And see what I did there? And I brought it almost to the very edge of the cardstock. And then I'm going to take all that paper off the tape. And this is where you're going to take your acetate and you are going to place it on the ATC. Now, if you get a little bit of the plastic, it's not exactly centered, and you see how with mine, you may not be able to see this on camera. It's just a little bit over. No problem. Just trim it off with your scissors before you glue it together. Just be careful you don't cut into your cardstock like I just did. I see that. And I just want to make sure that all sides are pretty much the same. You're going to do the same thing with the other side. Now what you have is the acetate, and that's what's going to hold all the good stuff inside. So guys, while I tape this other side of this card, I just want to remind you guys that Diamond Dies is still doing their monthly Make It with Diamond Dies giveaway, which basically is that you just, if you've purchased a die from Diamond Dies already, you create any little project you want, and this would be a nice little project to make for that. You post your project. Well, you take a picture first, and then you post that picture of your project on the Diamond Dies Facebook page, and for every posting, you gain an entry towards a giveaway that they have at the end of the month. And that giveaway is a $10 gift certificate towards the purchase of any Diamond Die dies at DiemondDies.com. We also have, besides that monthly giveaway, our monthly card exchange, which basically means you have to have one Diamond Die die You're going to use that die. You can use more than one, but you must use at least one. And you make a card, whatever kind of card you want. And then D from Diamond Dies will give everyone a partner, and it's a secret partner. Your partner doesn't know that you're their partner. It's a secret. And she'll send you the Addy, and then you mail out the card, and then that person will receive a card in the mail. Now, I have been playing along with the card swap since it started, and I have to tell you guys, I love it. It's so much fun because you never know when you're gonna get it. You just get a card in the mail, and it's so sweet to see other people's work and just to get some Happy Mail. I love it. And a lot of times the cards will be blank so that you can, they don't have to be, but a lot of times they are. And then you can use them whenever you want. And then you have a card in your stash. So this is what you want, guys. I've glued down the acetate on both sides. Now I am going to put the foam or the foam adhesive on one side. Now this foam adhesive is pretty big, fat, and thick. And I don't need it to be that thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this in half like so. And because it is an oval and the oval does have curves, to help it go along those curves, I'm just going to cut into this and make these little tiny little snips. Can you see that? And you'll see why I did that in a second. That just helps the adhesive go around the border. Now let's just hope that my adhesive is not too big. I might have to trim this down even more. Well, let's see. See, I used the foam tape for the first one, so that's why I'm a little anxious about the size. It may be too fat. It may not be. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to start up here. And I don't know. I want my fingers out the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. And see, I'm going right, not right on the edge, but a little bit in from the frame or the outer frame of the inside of the ATC. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm giving it a little bit of space in case I'm slightly off with the other side of the ATC. I don't want anyone to see the tape. I'm trying to keep it concealed as best as I can. So I'm just going to add some more of this foam adhesive. Again, if you're going to use the foam adhesive and you make the little snippy snips like I did, see how it helps it go around without buckling too much or gathering or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so I've seen all these beautiful pocket pages being made. I'm also involved in 1 or 2 swaps and a challenge with some pocket pages, and I'm really excited. I think it's a lot of fun. I can't wait. Okay, guys, so there. So that's how that's going to look. Now, because this is going into the pocket pages and there isn't a lot of room in the pocket pages, I don't want to do 2 layers. Had this been an A2 size regular card, I might have done another layer of foam just to make sure that I have a lot of room for the sequins and stuff, but I'm not really concerned about that. More concerned on this fitting inside my pocket pages. So I'm not gonna use very big sequins. What I'm going to use is 5mm sequins, And I have a few different colors to use. I have flat ones, I have cup ones, iridescent ones. Now, being that it's spring, I want to use some nice springy colors. Another thing you can put inside these shaker cards is seed beads, which for those of you who maybe didn't know the name or have never seen them, these are seed beads. And seed beads can be found in the jewelry section of Michael's. You can also find them online. Lots of stores. Hobby Lobby carries them. Joann's.com, which is where I got mine. These are all seed beads. Some of them I bought online on eBay. See, these are seed beads. Then you also have, and it's so funny because this is so old. Oh my goodness. This is like really, really old. My sister and I went into a scrapbooking store, I want to say 10 years ago. And I bought this and I never used it. Never knew what I could possibly use it for. I just haven't had... I did use it a few times, but nowhere near as much as I could have. These are called bedazzles. And do you see what these are, guys? These are micro beads with sequins. And just like the name says, it bedazzles. And I wanted to use these. I wanted to finally put this to use. So I'm going to pour a little bit of those in there just to make it interesting. And make it fun, fun, fun. Plus, they're so tiny. So I'm thinking that's going to be fun. I'm also going to put some of these gold seed beads in there because everyone is going gaga with the gold. Another nice, new, fun, little trendy thing that's going on in scrapbooking. I see gold is back. And I love gold, so I don't have a problem with that. Now, because I'm trying to remember the colors in front, which are these colors here. So I'm trying to kind of pick up on some of those colors too. So I do remember there was some green and some red. I want some red. I already have some yellow. And guys, if you're interested in purchasing some sequins, I do have a whole video where I shared some sequins where I purchased my sequins at a really, really decent price, thanks to one of my sweet, sweet dear friends, Jackie, who had told me about this place. She was my lifesaver. She came to the rescue because I had no sequins, guys. I had just a few of the big opaque ones, and that was it. Pretty much that was it. And now I added some white sequins, and now I'm gonna add some orange ones as well. And I think that might be it for how many sequins I'm gonna add, because I don't know. Using the Scotch adhesive instead of the fun foam or the foam sheets, I'm not really sure how much room I'm gonna have now. I remember one of the reasons why I didn't play with sequins a lot when I was a kid is I used to drive me crazy that it would get stuck to my hands and fingers. And I see it's doing that again, and that one's in there. It's not coming back out. So yeah, so now I'm just moving the little sequins around, trying to see if I'm happy with all the colors I have in there and the seed beads. I'm seeing a little bit of movement. Yes, I am. I'm satisfied. So now I'm going to peel off this tape so I can glue my little seed beads down in my cover. And hopefully they're not going to come flying out. There we go. So now I peeled the tape off. And I'm just going to glue this on here as very close to the edge as I can. And you saw all that static, right? All that static go ching, ching, ching. So guys, you don't get too many shots with this, so you got to make sure that you're as close to the edge as possible. And I think I did it. Yes, I did. Yay! Oh, those little yeah, those bedazzles really stay. They're really staticky. It's almost like working with one of those Etch-a-Sketches. It moves so staticky, it moves with my hands, guys. Can you see that? Oh, that is too funny. So yeah, that's it. Oh, and something else. So now I have my shaker card. Yay! So I'm just going to trim off and make sure that my card is perfectly even before I start decorating it. So there you have your shaker card with all your little sequins. Now I definitely could have filled this up with a little bit more. I'm super excited about the other seed beads that I put in because they're actually acting like an Etch-a-Sketch, which is really cool, guys. Look at this. This is a happy accident. I didn't realize that would react that way. That's the these things, these bedazzles, because they're little micro beads. Okay, so once you've filled up your little ATC and you've created your little shaker card, now is when the fun part begins. Now is when you get to decorate it. And I decorated, I'm going to put some pink flowers. I did use the sugar plum flowers, and I'm going to share that with you as well. And you know what? I think for this one, I used blue on the other one, but I think for this one, I'm going to go with green. I'm going to use pink and green. And I'm going to use one of my mini green little flowers here, also from DIemond DIe. Now this one, I am going to change up a little bit. Those are the sugar plum flowers. These are the realistic rose flowers. And remember, guys, because the pocket pages are see-through, I'm going to decorate both sides. Which I just realized, so I need a few more flowers. Because I need some for one side and some for the other side. I'll take that one and that one. So now I'm going to take my stylus. And I use the McGill styluses. I love these. I just, I like the other ones too, but I like this one better. It's a lot easier on my hands as well. And I'm using my McGill foam mat. And basically, I'm just going to press down on the petals because it is going into a pocket page and it is an ATC card. I really don't want a whole bunch of dimension, just a slight bit. I'm not trying to go too crazy with the layering. I want pretty layers, but I also want some flat layers. So I decided I wanted to put some flowers on it. A nice way to do that is to use paper flowers and just use one paper flower. It adds a nice little touch and it doesn't bulk up the project a lot. It doesn't give it a lot of bulk. But it will add just the right little cute little touch. So I have my flowers ready, and I also have some flat back pearls for the flowers. You can also use sequins if you don't want a lot of bulk. I'm gonna go with my sequins. I mean, my sequins. I'm gonna go with my flat back pearls. I'm thinking I should go with the sequins, and that's why I said that, a Freudian slip. But no, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna use the flat back pearls. So I'll start with this little flower, and I do adhere it with my hot glue gun. And I have all different color ones. This is a bag of mixed flat back pearls. Since they're all mix, I'm going to use different ones. I think I'll use this hot pink one. Make them nice and pretty and different colors. Spring is here, finally, yay. Does it feel like it's still on this mountain? Guys, can you believe I still had snow last week? Yes, I did. Actually up until 3 days ago, we were still having snow. My husband was beside himself on Sunday. Not Sunday, Saturday. Sunday was a nice day. Sunday we went out. But Saturday and Friday night, still snowing. Which is kind of funny. But like I told my daughters, I remember it snowing on Easter when I was much younger. So as a New Yorker, I am very much used to it snowing in the springtime. Sometimes you get lucky and you get nice, hot, warm weather, and sometimes it's still chilly. That's the beautiful part about living in New York and the seasons. Although lately, it is a little cookie the way it drops more than 20 degrees. That's what I don't like when I see it drop like that. That just scares me a little bit. Just like, wow, global warming, guys. It shouldn't drop more than 25 degrees in less than 24 hours. That's just wrong. It just is. Okay, guys, so I have my little flat back pearls on all my flowers. Now you see, I did one side and I forgot to do this side. And it's a good thing that I flipped it over and caught that before. I put it in my little pocket page. Just trimming off some excess plastic that I did not see the first time. Alright guys, so what I love about this pocket page is that you can see through it, and now you can see on both sides. Okay, so that's done. Now this was gifted to me by my sweet dear friend, this trim, Bridget, and I love it for my pocket page. I love this trim for this because it's dainty. It has a lot of wow. And it's nice and small. I also have some that my dear sweet friend Tina sent me, which I'm also going to use on a different one. Now remember, I'm doing both sides, and yes, I'm going to use my glue gun for this. You can use fabric tack, you can use the Eileen's tacky glue. I'm a little pressed for time, so I use my glue gun. Like I said, I'm going to do this to both sides. I'm putting a trim on this. You don't have to put lace. You can put ribbon. You can put a paper border. You can just do a little doily border if you want. I mean, there's just so much you can do. I just wanted to put a little lace on it. You don't have to. This is just me. Right, now I'm going to flip it and do this side. Then I'm going to do this side, put the flowers on, and we will have a little pocket. Little pocket ATC rather. I'm sorry, my little snips just went all over the place there. Okay. There we go, guys. Now for the flowers. And then I have my little die cut word that I already cut out to save a little time, because I always find that did you hear that? That was my doggy getting into mischief. Now I'm also going to use my hot glue really quick for this. And I'm going to glue this on the bottom here onto the lace. Not too worried about the hot glue, because I take that off with the heat gun. All the little leftover bits and bits. See, and that's that side so far. Now we're going to flip it over. And I have all these little bits here that I just want to clean off. Here we go. Now I think when I do glue my flowers down, because they do have flat back pearls, onto these little shaker thingy cards, I do like to do whatever I do on this side, I do it on the opposite side, only because then I feel it may have a little bit too much bulk on them, and I don't want tons of bulk, because I do want them to fit into their little sleeves. And this one, I have the word smile. Okay. I'll put that right there like so. For this one, I think I'm going to use the smaller. Smaller of the two of the flowers, and I'll put another one here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all the little glue strings off. So now that I glued everything down, I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to let it get warm up for a few seconds. And please, guys, forgive the noise for a few seconds. I just want to make sure I take all the glue strings off. So I will just come and just very lightly run the heat gun along the edges. Make sure I take care of all my glue strings. And this just tidies it all up for me. So guys, there you have it. And now you can see that on this side, it's nice and decorated. And then on the reverse side, it's also nicely decorated. Got a little movement there And I do have a pocket page here. Where did I put you? Pocket page. Here we go. It has a little empty slot that I am making for a friend. And guys, if you have not seen what the pocket pages look like, this is what they look like. And basically, if you've had children that collected Pokemon cards, Power Ranger cards, baseball cards, garbage pail kids, whatever those cards were, this is what a pocket page is. And this is what we were creating. And even for artist trading cards. See how it fits right in. I just love this. I think this is so cute. It fits right in, and now you can see straight to the other side. And if you are one of these people that likes to decorate both sides of the card, this is now decorated on both sides. Now this can be, like I said in the beginning of the video, you can make it to share, to give to someone. As you can see, this one I did not seal yet, but I will be sealing it as much as I can. I just like to seal it. See how this one I sealed it? You don't have to, because it's going in here and it's not like anyone's going to see it, but I just like to do it because, like I said, it reminds me of little seed packets. But the reason I brought it out was so that I can share with you. This one also goes right in there. And that's your pocket page with your shaker cards. They're so much fun. So go on and try to make some for your friends. Pocket page shaker cards, guys. Give it a try. And please do remember, if you happen to purchase a die from DIemondDies.com and you use my coupon code ThanksLaura, you will receive an additional 10% off your order. Yay! Have a blessed day, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.